Hey guys, welcome back for this week's top 5. So, in this week, I'm doing 5 childhood games I got for Christmas period. Basically, either got it on Christmas or within a week or two because of Christmas coming up. I either got money or was given it to it. Most of these, actually all of these were given to me for Christmas. One of them I got to pick early. So, I still count that as being given for Christmas. It's just I got to pick it. So, let's start off with my oldest one. So, you know, when you're young and you can't afford games, you don't really know what to get, especially back during the Super Nintendo era where you didn't have the internet. So you stuck with what was true and try and games that you heard all about. This one, I didn't hear anything about it. I got it for Christmas. All you guys know about this game, but I wasn't looking to get it. I just never even thought about it. But Yoshi's Island. This game is awesome. Let's just go that. So I got this game. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Never heard of it, so I wasn't really excited for it. But after you play it, you realize how good of a game it is. All I can remember is playing this game over and over and over. And playing the ski level as many times as possible. If you've never played this game, the ski level is awesome. Yeah, really, there's not much more I can say. I was so young that all I remember is getting the game and being like, oh, okay, cool, it's a Mario game. Can't wait to play it because I love Mario. So that's about the only memory that I have is about getting it. My memory is more playing it, but I do remember getting it and thinking, oh, okay, can't wait to play it. It's a Mario game, awesome, it's a game. I can't buy games, so that's awesome. And then it goes to the N64. So I get the N64, and the next game I get during Christmas. Not for Christmas, but during Christmas. And I remember seeing this game at Toys R Us thinking, oh, this game looks awesome. I really want to get it. I forget how I got it, but I ended up getting the game, and it was awesome. I can't say awesome more enough. So, without further ado, this one actually feels like it should be not a Christmas game, but a winter game. 1080 snowboarding. I remember seeing this in the games Toys R Us back when you used to have to pick the little flyer out of the wall to get the game. And I remember just seeing the cover up there on the top shelf, and I'm like, that looks awesome. Never snowboarded a day in my life. Always wanted to as a kid, and this gave me that chance. Back then, this felt so good, so fun. It broke so many controllers trying to do that 1080, but it was great. And this makes me think of winter, makes me think of Christmas, having fun playing games. Yeah. If you've never played it, go ahead and play it. All right, next up, we're going to stick with the N64. Mostly, N64 has a lot of memories for me around Christmas and some of my earlier ones because when it came out, I was 10. Old enough now to start really remembering things and keeping track of things, and I remember not getting this game first. Christmas came. This was like one of the first Christmases where I was asking for video games that I can remember, the game I wanted. Before, I would just circle them on the paper and be like, yeah, whatever, this is what I want. This one I remember seeing, knowing I wanted it, asking for it, and not getting it. Sad. And then my uncle comes over with my cousin. And my mom gives my cousin his game. Or his gift. Opens it up. Boom. GoldenEye 007. And I'm just like, what? Wait, what? That can't be. And my uncle tells me to open up my gift. It's like, okay. And then, boom. GoldenEye 007. And me and my cousin just looked at each other like, yes. We had a sleepover that night, and we played this game all night long. It was awesome. I still have so many memories about this game. Playing with all my friends, every group of friends I had, different groups of friends. We would just, no matter who you hung out with, you were playing this game. I used to love just playing 1-on-3, 2-on-2, and everybody for themselves, slappers only, proximity mines only, timed mines, you name it. Man with the golden gun. This game's awesome. This is probably the first one, probably the biggest Christmas gift that I asked for, that I remember getting, and it was like, sweet. Thank you. It's probably the biggest memory from my childhood for video games for Christmas, and it's a great game, so it's a great memory to go along with it. So yes. Next up, we jump a few years. After this game, for Christmas, I don't really remember asking for video games that I really wanted, that stuck with me. I definitely know I did. I just don't remember. None of them really ever kept bringing me to the moment of Christmas. These games, when I think about them, I think about them as gifts that I got for Christmas. All my other ones that I've gotten, birthday presents, games that I bought myself, and they don't really have that same connection or ability to trigger memories from the past. These next two do that as well. There's a few more that I probably have, but none that really stuck out like these 5. So we're going to start off with this one. So this one was weird because, so when it came to the Dreamcast, by the time the Dreamcast came out, I was 13, 14 years old. And at that point, I was pretty much buying my games for myself. I still asked for games for Christmas, but it wasn't the first things I asked for. Well, yeah, actually, it was the first things I asked for, but you still didn't have the internet, so you still didn't know what to really ask for. You kind of just went off of pictures. And this game and the next game, my mom just bought them. She went in, asked about what type of games would be good, and the guy must have been really good at knowing me, because he picked some 2 good games that I really enjoyed. That's the thing about back then. You didn't have the opportunity to have so many games at your fingertips that you gave games more of a chance and you played them longer. And whether they were bad at first or not that good to begin with, you got so good at them that they became good. Now these, to me, could be that type of game. But I think they were just great games that deserve, well, one of them deserves a sequel, or at least a remaster. The other ones had way too many sequels. We'll just stop at that. But this one, I remember just closing my bedroom door, playing this game after school in the dark for weeks, months at a time, just trying to unlock everything, get everything, beat everything, you name it. Speed Devils. If you never heard of it, that's sad, because this game is awesome. You could go backwards on tracks. The tracks reverse, so they look different next time around. The tracks could get damaged by weather, changing the way they play. Cars were damaged. Let's just say, playing a nighttime race and hitting your headlights too many times is not the best way to win a race when your lights go out. I don't know why she bought this game, but, whew, this game is awesome. There's not much more I can say about it. It's a great game, and I highly suggest you play it. So many tracks, you could make money by racing other racers, steal their cars and pink slips. It was an early on game that had great features, and I played it all the time. The next game she also got me, which I loved this game to death. Played it so many times. I got to the point where I could play with my feet and my hands in 2-player mode and do almost as good as each other. I don't know why I ever started playing with my feet. I think it was just a thing I did just to try to beat my cousin because he wasn't as good as me. And I'm like, oh, I'll play with my feet to try to make it different. He did not like that after I started beating him. But Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. This game is probably one of my favorite skateboarding games ever. I stopped playing after 3. So, I mean, they could have gotten better after that, but I really lost the feel for the game after 3. 3 got so easy to beat. So you can do different challenges in each level, get unlocked, well, not unlocked, but do certain things to get achievements for the level, basically. Their form of achievements. And when 3 came out, it was just, I did it in less than 20 minutes. I beat the whole game. and then the only thing else left to do is just to beat the game again with each player. This took a while to play and master. 3 did not feel like that for me. But my mother bought me this game, and for Christmas, as well as this one for the Dreamcast. Didn't know what she was looking for. She just went in, grabbed those 2 games, and I would say she did well. She did really well. So, can't say that that wasn't some great gifts right there. So yeah, GoldenEye, Yoshi's Island, Tanity, Tony Hawk, and Speed Devils. They're what remind me of my Christmas gifts the most that I got without really asking for them, other than GoldenEye, and they've made memorable Christmas gifts. So when I think of old games that I got for Christmas, these are the ones that really draw me to it. And now that I'm talking about them, I want to go back and play them some more. If you haven't played some of these games, highly recommend it. If you like racing games, try this. I know it's almost 20 years old now, but I think it still holds up if you have a Dreamcast. If you have a Dreamcast and you never played it, go try it out. If you like skateboarding games, Tony Hawk 2 is awesome. And GoldenEye, it's a little clunky now, but I suggest if you're going to play it for multiplayer mode, play the single player mode first, and by the time you get to the end of the game, it won't feel clunky anymore. If you want to play it for single player mode, because you like to do that, play multiplayer real quick, probably like a half an hour to get used to the control, and that way when you get back in the game, you feel like you never left off. So, yeah, alright guys, that's it for the top 5 Christmas gift games that I got as a kid. Check out my other videos, have a good night, keep on gaming, and enjoy your holiday.